Hi, this is John Polgreen from Architecting the Enterprise. Welcome.
I'd like to thank the Open Group, who owns and maintains TOGAF, and also the Evolution Corporation, who has given several of the artifacts that are presented here. TOGAF has been providing the process behind enterprise architecture since 1996, and now with the release of TOGAF 9, it also provides the structure for EA with the advent of the meta model. Sitting on top of this meta model is the taxonomy of artifacts, which we see here. This is a fantastic tool which enables us to pick and choose among almost 30 different artifacts depending on the needs of our stakeholders. So now I'm going to show you how we can use a few of these artifacts as we proceed through the TOGAF Architecture Development Method, the ADM. First, we'll assume that you've done the preliminary phase. Okay, you've set up your architecture practice, and now you're going into an individual project. And here we're going to assume we've got a project with the ABC Motor Company, and they're trying to revise, improve their ability, their capability to handle complaints. One of the most important artifacts that's built during the vision phase is a solution concept diagram. That's what we see here. So in the business architecture, we're going to do an as-is architecture, to-be architecture, and a gap analysis, and we need artifacts to show our stakeholders for those. So here is one of the most interesting artifacts in TOGAF 9, and that's a business footprint diagram. If you go to the big yellow boxes, those are the organizations, and then the ovals up in the top are the high-level goals. The brown boxes are functions, and the green boxes are business services. And then finally, at the bottom, we see applications. So what we're really showing here is a traceability from the highest level goals of our stakeholders down to the applications that they sit on. Very useful for the highest level stakeholders. Here is a functional decomposition diagram. We've got the various organizations in the yellow boxes, and then orange boxes show the functions and sub-functions and then how they relate to the organizations. Business service information diagram shows how information in the sense of high-level data entities relate to business services. So here in phase C, we're going to be considering the application architecture and also the data architecture. Let's look at a couple of application artifacts first. So here we have the role to system matrix, where we've got our roles from the business architecture across the top, and then our applications down the side, and then the cells show the relationship between those. Next, we have a system to function matrix. Here we have business functions across the top and applications down the side, and the relationship in the cell. Application communication diagram. The blue boxes are the applications, and it shows how these applications relate to the high-level data entities and also to the business services in green. The software engineering diagram shows how our applications decompose. This is very useful to give to software architects and developers further on down the line. So for our data architecture, we might build something called a data entity to business function matrix, where we have our data entities across the top and our business functions along the side. And in the cells, we show the business services, the owners, and also the operations that can be carried out. In this case, the create, read, update, delete. Here we've got system to data matrix. We've got our data entities across the top and our applications down the side, and then the CRUD operations in the cells. Data dissemination diagram. Here we've got data and how it relates to applications, to business services, and also to technology. The class diagram shows us how the data entities relate to each other and also to things like business services. In the technology architecture, we might have diagrams like the system to technology matrix, where we have our applications across the top and then our various infrastructure elements down the side, and in the cells how they relate to each other. Environments and locations diagram will show us a relationship between the applications in blue boxes on the top, the locations in the business architecture on the bottom, and then the various pieces of our infrastructure in the middle. Communications engineering diagram shows us how various pieces of infrastructure are connected together, how they communicate. So from here, we finished technology architecture. Now we can go on to the remaining phases of the architecture development method. There are fewer artifacts developed here, and we won't be covering any more artifacts in this presentation. So here again, as a reminder, these are the artifacts which are presented in the taxonomy of architecture artifacts. This is just the beginning. You can create more artifacts, you can create custom artifacts, but this is a very good beginning. So next steps for anybody interested in what they've seen here, download TOGAF from the open group. I've written a white paper subject TOGAF for government, but it is very generic, so much of what I say applies to any type of large organization. Also, you can contact Architecting the Enterprise if you're interested in TOGAF certification and training. They also do consulting as well. Please feel free to contact me with any questions regarding this content or anything else regarding TOGAF. Thanks very much and have a great day.